Alrighty. Hello, everyone. It's 6 o'clock. Time to get started. Oh, yeah. Better also make sure I have Twitch open on my phone so I can read. That would be a smart thing to do. There we go. Oh, just in time for Shane. Hello. Time for Subnautica. Yes. As you can see. Oh, you know what else would help? If I also unmuted the game. Like over here. There we go. Here we are. Getting back into this. So I know that Jay and Iggy are finally returning, yay, but I also don't want to leave games unfinished, so I want to try to get some of these wrapped up here, and if I can't wrap them up now, then we'll just squeeze them in as we can, which is going to be hard with all the big people around here. And, so here we go. So, quick refresher, I'm continuing the hardcore run. So there's the possibility that this run ends because in this version, if I die in the game, that save file is completely gone. I do have a backup save file that's just about where we are in the game, maybe a little bit behind right now. So worst comes to worst, I have a backup I can try. We can keep running with that. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I mean, I would say it wouldn't happen because I know this game pretty well and I know what things to do, but like, for example, there's one particular thing I would like to get accomplished on camera, and it's a potentially suicidal thing. So that'll be really, really interesting. Here, let me get the game loaded up. Now, the other thing I've been negligent about is plot. I've been kind of skimming over all of the lore details and all of the, you know, scans and voice recordings and everything we've been finding.
Passing 100
and
meters.
Nope.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
What do you mean not efficiency?
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Why is it giving me the oxygen warnings? I have the mask on. But,
Warning, emergency power
Okay.
only. Power restored. All primary systems online.
I think the game was wigging out a little bit there. So, as I was saying, I was glossing over all the lore bits, and the problem is, if you're a new player to the game, you're going to have absolutely zero idea what's going on in the plot or anything, because I've been skimming over all of it. So, what I want to try... Well, first I want to head out here and grab one of those darn Reginalds so we can get them breeding, because I've been... Oh, like that. Perfect. Come here. You're going to have lots and lots of babies. Any more out here? Because the more we get in there, the faster we get the original breeding program online. And if I don't see any, that's fine. We'll just slam dunk them in there, and they'll just start copying. Oh, there was a third one. Fantastic. Come here. Can we go for 4? I don't know. Anyway, finish the thought here, Domadet. That would be helpful. So, what I want to do is get these originals in for some lovely, lovely baby making. And while they're doing that and some other things, I can start reading off some of the lore and at least summarizing what I've been skipping. Just so that people at least have a vague idea what's happening. Because we're about to go into some more lore-heavy parts of the game, getting into some areas and some things and revelations that won't be as impactful if you don't have a vague idea about what was happening earlier. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone else around here. Ooh, another ruby. Never say no to those. Valuable stuff. Okay, so that's fine. 2 is at the minimum, 3 is plenty, so let's get those started. I can also get the crops growing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. I could get another planter in here, too. Those are nice. Drop them off. There you go. And also, you know, if I really want to go overkill, I could get another, large room. That'd be nice. Can I squeeze that in here? Ow. Can I bonk on my own Cyclops? I wonder. Because we've got the plastine for it. And the question is this going to make the base flood? Yes, it will. Uh-oh. Ah! Problem! The base is collapsing. Yeah, I see the terrors. I see the terrors. All right. Quick. Before anything, ladder. Boom. Get me up there. Reinforcements. Boom. Okay. Repair tool. Okay. Going over here. Any other breaches? See, this is where it'd be nice to have the status effect room from below 0, because I know they added it in there. Oh, glass in there. Anything in here? Huh. Where's this other breach? Ah, there we go. There's another one? Huh. Where's the other breach? No. Okay, this isn't where I expected the stream to start, but here we are. Wonder if there's a bug. Because one of those repairs vanished a little bit early. So I'm wondering if there was a bug with that where, like, it doesn't know it's fixed, but it thinks it's fixed. Because if everything's fixed, it should start draining. Alright, it's not doing that. Okay, is there something in the scanner room that I missed? I don't... Oh, yeah, hello.
Integrity restored. Draining systems initiated.
There we go. Okay, crisis averted. Oh. Ahem. Where was I? Right. The thing I want to do. Let's expand our alien containment unit, because that's always funny. Give them lots and lots of room to grow. Booyah. Oh, right, the water is still in there because that's the base water, not the other water. It's very confusing. Okay, done with the ladder. Now we'll just let that settle out. Well, I'm in here, actually. I've got the water within our water. Just don't think about it too hard. Let's get a hatch. Go. Nice little elevator. Ah, goodness. Well, sorry about that. Little crisis there, but we got it fixed. While I'm here, let me also put a ladder in. Ladder. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna try building a ladder the other way. Is it the reinforcement? Is reinforcement bugging? Or did we actually run out of titanium? It's possible we actually ran out of titanium with all of my shenanigans. Huh. Well, okay. Small thing to do.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Where is that scanner room? Scanner room. Titanium, please. That'll probably be the big one, so we'll need to take the prawn suit out to go and mine it. Okay. Putting the lore reading on hold while I go deal with this. Where's our prawn? There you are. Whee! Thank you. Okay, here. Proper footing. Yes, get those jump jets going. Okie dokie, let's get a little mining done. Okay, so where was I on the lore before all this started? Well, here, let me give a quick summary of everything that we found so far. I was going to try to read off the PDA, but hey, I can just talk over all the drilling going on. So, to summarize, we were on the Aurora, which was owned by Altera Corporation, which is basically hellscape, you know, futuristic corporation. Something happened, the ship mostly exploded and crash landed on this alien planet. We're the only survivor. Oh, darn. So that's where we're getting around there and getting into the Aurora and finding out things. And in particular, Mountain Island has the big thing where you find the quarantine enforcement platform. Turns out there's a giant alien gun on this planet that is shooting down any incoming and outgoing ships. So that's why we got shut down. And the problem is we can't turn the gun off right now because I could try to go and do it. Spoiler, we will get stopped. And we don't know why that's happening, so that is part of the mystery we'll have to solve. But we also learned that there's some kind of infection on this planet. These green pustules appearing on things that are causing problems. Oh, Roxas, hello. Welcome on in. Good to have you here. Just busy explaining the lore of this game, so good. Settle down and curl up. Curl up with the big fat dragon. Once again, I'm not finishing my train of thought here. I always get distracted by stuff. Okay. So, there's an infection on the planet. The green pustules that we're seeing on things. Bad times. So we need to go figure out how to also deal with that, because there's a possibility that we are being infected as well. And, you know, COVID sucks. So we're gonna go either, maybe not cure COVID, but at the very least learn how to deal with it. And yeah, let me get the logs up as well. As soon as I can get my PDA open, so I need to get back in here. There we go. Drop all this junk off. Yeah, I was out of titanium. Wow. That's a first. Let's see where rubies go. There we go. Throw the kyanite in here somewhere. Gorgeous lithium. Running a little low on lithium. I want to take some cuttings here with me. Oh, there we go. We're going to take these into the base. I get this built, get this started, and then we can continue with the lore. Is that about right? I think it's about right. I think that would give us room to walk around it. Not quite. Okay, move it a little bit. One drawback with alien containment, it is a big thing. Oh yeah, let me finish building the ladder. There we go. Okay, then we can move this. Okay, you can kind of walk past there. That'll probably be good enough. Now, doink, 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 doink. Ta-da! Second set of trees. You know, I just realized it would make more sense to move this over here, so actually, let me do that really fast. Which means I need more cuttings. Darn it. Ah. Okay, one thing's for sure, we can turn off the scanner room now. Yeah, see, I can't get past there. Uh-oh. Okay, turn that off, come over here. Grab these cuttings. Oh, right, inventory full. Okay. And I could also put this upstairs. Not that we have it upstairs, but that would make too much sense, you know? Why do things smart when we can do things silly? There we go. There we go. Okay, get those growing, and then we feast. Yes. Eat all the trees. There we go. Okay, much better. Then we can just drop this off. Get everything charged. Is anything else need charging? Yeah, you. Doink, 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 doink. Wonderful. Let's see, and this is, yeah, we need stasis rifle and that. Okay. So, where was I? Yes, lore. To continue the thing. So, covered the alien gun, we covered the infection. We have a couple extra things in here. Alright. We got a couple scans from last time we were down in the lava zone. Look at these adorable little things. Look at the little cuties. Love them. So, oh, hang on. The Cyclops thing is in the way there. Let me have a better background so we can get better reading. Maybe a little more like this. Yeah, close enough. Okay. So, yes, we got the infection going on this planet, along with the alien gun that's shooting everything in or out down. Hence, it's called the Quarantine Enforcement Platform. The planet is under quarantine. Then we have these little dudes running around. So, the peepers that we've seen earlier in the game, the things that are mostly eyeball, a couple of them are running around with these little glow trails. Along with a faint fluorescent enzyme trail and engage in unusual behavior. They're approaching other creatures, including predators. They're host to a bacterial infection, but the infection is dormant, and their stomach contains an unknown enzyme. And contact with the enzyme appears to inhibit the symptoms of bacterial infection. So that is one of the ongoing mysteries you pick up early on. And I think there's also... yeah, you'll find these alien vents throughout the seafloor, where it's just like on the bottom of the ocean, there'll be like this intake and outtake going on. Inflow vent is drawing water from the surrounding area. Warm, deoxygenated water is being expelled into the atmosphere. Peepers are observed entering and exiting the pipe network without signs of distress. So that's another of your little clues. But the other thing is the actual... yeah, there's the enforcement platform schematic. There's that. Where is the hint on where to go? I don't know if I've gotten it, actually. But, so our next step here is to, in fact, go into a different area, which is right next to us here. So let me grab some supplies. And we can get on to the next part of our little story. Let's see, we got that. We got plenty of first aid kits, just in case. And we're going to need a purple tablet. I think we just... let me bring up a second one, just in case. I can't remember if we need one or two. And then we will switch over... oh, yeah, did I empty out the prawn suit's inventory? I didn't. That would be a mistake. Let's go do that. Because we're going to be taking the prawn with us as we head to the next place. And the kyanite can go over here. Wonderful. Now, I know you saw the orange tablet in there as well. That is going to be used for something else around here, and I frankly don't remember where it is. And the good news is we don't need to worry about it. Check that out later if you want. But for now,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
let's see. From here, I need to head east. I don't remember exactly where. Might be kind of a southeast thing. Fortunately, the prawn suit doesn't care about this brine, so we can just walk right through it. Excuse me, pardon me. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, shoot, shoot. Just trying to walk here, people. I don't need to get harassed. Ow. What if I can reach? Ah, just barely not. You can kind of Spider-Man, but it takes some practice. So, see all these structures? It's alien structures. And the devs did a really good job in this game about if you see any alien stuff, that's generally a breadcrumb trail to lead you to something important. Ooh, quartz. Okay, we will pause and grab this, because I did just build an entire alien containment unit. Each one of those takes 10 quartz, so odds are we're running low. Let me grab some of that. It's always time for grabbing materials. This game, I will also give credit to it. It does a very good job making sure that early game materials do stay in high demand even into late game. Because sometimes there's games like Minecraft or other games where you'll have, like, iron is so incredibly useful early on, and then late game it's like, nah, it's all about the netherite or whatever else they added in future patches. I stopped playing the game a while ago. And so it's like, you don't actually really need iron anymore and stuff, and it's like... whereas in this game, no, you will always need titanium and quartz. Always. Titanium in particular is a very ebb and flow thing, where you'll have 3 lockers full of titanium, and then all of a sudden you'll have 0. Because you will burn through all of it. Ironically, gold and diamonds tends to be something you stock up on. So, this looks very interesting. Yeah, it's like an entire cube here.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
Thank you, PDA. Oh, there's an infected ray. Got the little pustules. So, giant alien cube.
Detecting an alien broadcast. Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within.
Whee! Nailed it. Yeah, fun fact, the entrance is on the back top side. Most people are going to be looking for the front, because that would be, where good game devs would put it. But these game devs were sneaky. They hid their stuff. Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. I also want a flashlight in here. Where's my flashlight? There we go. Just in case. I brought the prawn with me because this place, as you can tell, is entirely flooded. And I don't want to run out of oxygen, so... I brought the oxygen.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Don't need your sass, PDA. Goodness. Our computer is judgmental. Alright, first one down. And I was right, I did need more than one key, because I think there's a second one in here somewhere. Maybe not?
Integrating new PDA data.
Alrighty, from the safety of our prawn suit, let's take a gander. Yeah, let's wait for... First we need to wait for these alerts to go away because I'm OCD. Alrighty, specimen research data. A catalog of information on the organisms previously contained within the alien facility. Number of entries have been translated. Small herbivore gamma. This entry seems to reference the common peeper. Shows no immunity to infection. Death commonly occurs within 4 days. Shows symptom remission on exposure to enzyme 42, but symptoms quickly recur. Shows advanced learning behavior. Shows some capacity to transmit enzymes to other specimens. Leviathan embryos. Adult specimen too large to study in containment. Egg specimens acquired from nesting site. Embryos show no signs of immunity. Death commonly occurs within 3 weeks. Small sample of eggs has been retained for continued high-priority research on Leviathan hatching mechanisms. Large carnivore theta. Off-site lab established to study remains. Shows some potential for immunity to infection, but physical remains so far proved insufficient for full reconstruction. Unspecified Leviathan. This Leviathan species has been assigned designator Sea Emperor. Bone samples from Emperor specimens indicate some potential for Kara immunity. Single specimen captured for study at purpose-built containment facility constructed in volcanic region at depth 1.4 kilometers. Assessment. While it is unlikely that the Emperor specimen is still contained within the facility described, it may be possible to require further data there on the aliens' attempts to develop a vaccine. So, here's your breadcrumb. That, hey, you know how hard it was to get down to 800 meters, where we are currently? Well, 798. Yeah, guess what? You need to go down to 1400, bucko. So, yeah. That is why I wanted to do the dive early on to grab the kyanite and everything else. Because, spoiler warning, we're going to have to get even deeper than that later on. And, it's good to get that homework out of the way. And, those jerks. Not going to let me bring the prawn suit through here. Well, alright then. We're going to have to free dive this. Okay, let's grab some scans. I will read about the scans when I'm inside the prawn suit and have oxygen. Because I don't want to run out of oxygen while I'm out here. There is a game setting, by the way, you can do where you can have the game paused as long as you have the PDA open, which is incredibly useful not only for reading lore entries on the fly, but also for very rapidly using first aid kits or food or water items in case you desperately need them immediately. Oh, hang on, noise.
Integrating new PDA data.
The problem was, I didn't want to use that because that feels a little bit like cheating. This is supposed to be a hardcore run, and being able to pause the game while you're healing is a slight advantage. I know it would also make it easier for people watching the stream because then it would let me pause to read lore entries as we pick them up, so I apologize about that. This stream is more just about me playing a comfort game and also...
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Thank you. But it's also a comfort game for me, and it's also just me seeing if I can do a run of this. Like, to actually see if I can finish a hardcore run. Hang on, noise.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised.
Don't tell me what to do, PDA. So yeah, as always, if anybody has any questions about anything, let me know in chat. I'm trying to read as best I can here. And, yeah. But yeah, so I know it's not going to be a perfect lore run, or like maybe you're not the best understanding about what's going on in the game. But it's more just about me being me. Alright. Okie dokie, let's fill up on oxygen. Now, our computer was saying that we should do a self-scan. Here, let me take my gloves off real fast. So let's see what's going on with us. Here, mind the light. There we go. Scan.
Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to data bank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Well, that doesn't sound great. Ah. We've become zombie. Actually, no, but it probably just hurts like hell. So, that's why I want to take my gloves off, because then you can see the full effect there. Yeah, congrats, we are now permanently infected. Ah! We are so diseased. Ah, dang, right in the middle of an ad break. Alright, hang on a minute here. Are we in an ad break right now? Anyway, here, let me get the prawn suit back while the ad break is going on. And, once the ad break is over, we can catch up on all we have learned from this place. If I can get out of here. Oh, hey, there's more bones out. I just noticed the bones out here, huh? Those have always been there. Not now, River Prowler. I will shank you. Well, drill you, same difference. These aren't scannable. Okay. And there's a warper, of course. Or two. Yeah, there's some real Spider-Man shenanigans you can do with the prawn suit later on, where like you grapple the ground and use that to pull yourself forward, and it gets real nutso. Never really mastered that himself. Ooh, more quartz. I will pause for quartz. We will probably get warpered, but that's a risk I'm willing to take. Pull some of those out there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Make some room in there. Nice relaxing grilling. That is one thing I really appreciate about this game. Beyond the health bar for your vehicles and the battery charge for your tools, you do not have to repair items. Like, I don't have to repair the prawn drill arms individually. I don't have to repair my sea glide or anything. It's like, it's just abstracted, which is a refreshing take from other survival games. Yeah, there's a lot of bones in here, man. I didn't even realize that before. Huh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is this... copper. Ooh, don't mind if I do. There's always time to pause for important resources. Fun fact, each resource makes a different sound when it's entering your inventory, so if you develop an ear for it, you can tell what you've picked up just by hearing it. Okie dokie. Is that nickel? I think we're good on nickel for now. I think we have enough of that. If I need more, we can always grab more. Nyum. Alrighty, home sweet home. Bonk. Gosh, more silver, and I think that's more copper down there. Man. I love the prawn suit with the drill arms so much, because once you've got that, all of your material problems are officially over. You can just go out and grab as much as you darn well please. Okay, let's get back into the prawn. Cyclops, excuse me. And thank you, mod that lets us park the Cyclops. We can just have the Cyclops charge the prawn suit, and then our base charge the Cyclops directly. And it's all beautiful. Alright, let's get some stuff transferred over. Actually, that's a lie. Let's read some stuff first. Y'all have been very patient. So let us get the tasty, tasty lore. So, first, remains of research specimen. This was the big dead fish inside there. Skeletal remains of a vast predator housed within artificial habitat. The environment constructed to house the specimen suggests it was kept alive and contained for research purposes for months or even years. Organic matter indicates the habitat once supported extensive plant life, though it has since decayed. When the facility collapsed, the specimen was either left to die or killed on the spot. Evolution. While it shares some skeletal traits with the biter and sand shark, including its distinctive double eye sockets, this fossilized specimen is significantly larger and features unusual forearms rarely seen in aquatic species. The species has likely gone extinct in the past 1,000 years, and its evolutionary relatives have evolved almost beyond recognition. What else do we pick up? Ah yes, scan data. Self-warping quarantine enforcer unit. This life form shows signs of heavy genetic modification and extensive mechanical grafting. Its digestive and pulmonary systems have been replaced by an onboard battery receiving energy directly from the main grid and distributing it around the body. Miniaturized phase technology has been implanted beneath the skin and is triggered by the central nervous system, allowing the construct to teleport at will. The brain and central nervous system has been digitally augmented with advanced processing power and remote communications. Assessment: programmable hunter-killer, avoid. So, you know those warpers we've been running into? Yeah, they're constructs specifically designed to hunt and kill anything infected with the Kara, with the bacterium, which includes us. So, yeah, we've been evading a hunter-killer robot program this whole time that can teleport. Fun. Further assessed with the warper parts. The organic parts on display contain DNA from dozens of different organisms, largely originating off-world. They're in varying states of augmentation with advanced technologies. The production line setup suggests these self-warping constructs were built, maintained, and deployed by the aliens that designed this facility. Yep. So, the other terminals. We have damage report. Leviathan detected at facility perimeter, closing at high speed. Exterior anchor cable impacted with massive force. Exterior anchor system buckling, facility sinking. Collision with seafloor. Breaches detected in Containment Unit 7, Leviathan eggs. Immediate specimen destruction protocol initiated. 314 specimens destroyed, 1 specimen unaccounted for. Evacuating staff to offsite sanctuaries. Planetary quarantine protocol initiated. Warning, infected individuals may not leave the planet. So, you know that a skeleton we have out here? There we go. Right up there. The one that was from the Leviathan that was in its egg-laying stage and had a large, severe damage to its cranium, probably from a high-impact force. Yeah. The alien stole some sea dragon eggs for study. Sea dragon mom got mad, rammed the facility. One of the infected specimens made it out, which meant the Carabacterium escaped, which meant this entire planet went under quarantine because the Carabacterium was now free to start consuming everything on this entire planet. Fun story. So, pro tip. Don't steal dragon eggs. It's a bad idea. Idiots. I mean, I could have told them that. I don't even lay eggs, and I know better than that. Sheesh. This also applies to Cadbury eggs, by the way. Like, if I've got Cadbury eggs, ask before you take them. Because, I mean, I don't know if I will smash your facility, but there may be some squishing involved, so you have been warned. Actually, that'll probably turn you on. Okay, some squishing may not be involved. There. Whatever motivates you less. I don't know how to deter people around here. They're so thirsty. What were we talking about? Right, putting all this stuff away. And yes, I was correct. I was completely out of quartz. So, good call on my part. Oh, we're actually really good on copper. But, you know, what the heck? A little more didn't hurt. That's why we have tons of lockers, is so we can stash tons of things. Get that settled in. Excuse me. And, oh, we had more quartz in here. Okay, but still. Good to stock back up. Oh, shoot, we're running out of food and water here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's see, these trees are still going. Okay, we'll use the trees up here. And where's our knife? Sorry, let me stock back up on this, and then we will continue with the lore. It would be easier if I could pause the PDA while I was doing this, because then I can just keep reading all the time. But again, I'm trying to be a little honorable about this. I guess I could turn it on temporarily and then turn it off afterwards, but yeah, that sounds like work and I don't want to do that. Okay, what else? Kara contagion profile. Terminal contains extensive data regarding the bacterial contagion identified as Kara. First encountered during routine network expansion on Outer Worlds. Network error resulted in routine quarantine procedure failure. Contagion was uploaded to and spread quickly through the core worlds. Confirmed deaths, 143 billion individuals. And you thought COVID was bad. I mean, COVID was bad, don't get me wrong here, but at least it's not 143 billion. Bacterial mechanisms. Attaches to healthy living cells and mutates the basic genetic structure. Symptoms. Stage 1 is gradual immune system failure. Stage 2, green skin lesions and flu-like symptoms. Stage 3, unpredictable alterations to biological structure. Stage 4, complete shutdown of executive function. Emergency steps taken. Core worlds quarantined. Bacterial samples distributed to isolated disease research facilities for vaccine development. Treatment procedure, unknown. So, these aliens with all their technology couldn't figure out how to deal with this bacterium, and now we're supposed to figure out how to do it. So, no pressure. Yes, we've been infected with a previously unknown waterborne bacterium. It is currently multiplying in my bloodstream. Expected incubation time, 2 weeks. Your immune system is currently combating the infection at low efficiency. May already be experiencing flu-like symptoms and skin irritation. These will likely be exacerbated as the bacterium takes hold. Your immediate priority should be abatement and eradication of the infection. Recommended steps: salvage further alien research data on a possible vaccine. Investigate the mechanisms which have enabled the indigenous ecosystem to inhibit the systems of the infection. Hey, remember those peepers I was talking about? With the enzyme that seemed to stop the infection? Hint, hint. Hint. Hint, hint. But let's read about the rays. I'll summarize here really quickly. It turns out that all of the different ray species on this planet are coming from... Yeah, they're very similar to that. And they've undergone very little evolution just because nobody ever eats them because they're poisonous as heck. And... much burly little sea dragon egg. This large egg is housed in a hermetically sealed environment. It has been chemically sterilized. Oh. Without the means at the facility to house a fully grown sea dragon specimen, it is possible the aliens sought to study instead the egg-laying incubation process. To what end is unclear. The aliens wanted to know how eggs worked. Clue, clue. Alrighty. With all that out of the way, let me double check. Do we have a beacon on us? I don't think we do. Let's go fix that. Beacon, please. I'm going to need one for purposes. Actually, on second thought, bring 2. And... actually, let's make 3. Now is the time to stock up, because now is the part where Dominate does something very, very risky. This is not material gathering, this is going to be an excursion. What else do I want? Let me make... we don't have a spare key, do we? Yeah, see, I don't think we have a spare purple key, and I don't know how many we need, so just in case, I think I can... Yes, I can fabricate one using an ion cube and 2 diamonds. Hey, good news, we have a boatload of diamonds. I mean, not a literal boatload, because that would be, you know, every single locker in here stuffed with diamonds, but you get the idea. Let's see, what else do we need? We have probably enough medkits. Probably. And let's grab some more food and water, just in case. And let's grab some more medkits. I'm on hardcore. It never hurts to have enough of these. Or rather, I don't think I can have too many of those. I've also got a spare power cell on me, which is great. Let's grab a couple spare batteries. Although, I also need some inventory space open. And I'm starting to clutter myself. Wah! Hi.
What are you?
Man, you took your sweet time. I mean, then again, I'm doing things out of order, but still. Finish the thought here first. Okay, let me put the batteries in there, because we can always take batteries out of stuff like the habitat builder and stuff later. So, that little vision we just got, we were supposed to get that shortly after the sunbeam exploded, but we kind of skipped that step. Oh yeah, that's the other reason I'm not answering the radio, as, I'm trying to save the sunbeam. Which normally, you get the radio call, the sunbeam blows up, which gives the hint for the quarantine enforcement platform, and starts the breadcrumb trail that led down here. I skipped all that, because I'm a pro gamer, and we're also trying to save the sunbeam. It's potentially possible, but it involves not answering the radio. Side effect of that, we'd never got that message, because I believe that message is triggered by... I'm not sure if it's the sunbeam blowing up, or what other factors there are. Maybe it's just time. But anyways, yeah, so because we're doing things a little bit out of order by skipping the sunbeam, that didn't show up earlier. Our little hint that there's more going on this planet than it seems. But first, we're going to do something a little more dangerous. I can't remember exactly where we would have gotten this data. It might have been something on the quarantine enforcement platform I forgot to scan, so for that I'm sorry. It was mentioning that there was a disease research facility about 800 meters down. It was also mentioning there's a thermal power plant approximately, I want to say 1.2 kilometers down. That's going to be our next destination. And getting in there is a bit of a pain in the butt because it's kind of hidden. So, let's trundle our way down there. Well, meanwhile, I can try and practice my Spider-Man thing. Whee! Yeah, it's something about, like, you grapple the ground at a low angle and it maintains the grapple speed, so you end up sprinting. Something like that. Anywho's. Neum. Alrighty. So, back to underwater lava, which doesn't make any sense, but just, it's a video game, hush. Now, I'm not taking the Cyclops down here. I could, which would have a lot of benefits, namely, you know, having all of our storage on one place. We would be immune to warpers while we're inside it, and plenty of other, and it's also tanky as all heck. Problem is, there is something down here that could potentially pose a problem for it, and with the way hardcore is going, I don't trust these creatures, because it seems to be on hardcore that they are being absurdly aggressive, and if this thing chose to start causing problems, it would be a little harder to evade. Granted, my Cyclops has things like the decoys and the shield generator now, but even so, let me try the prawn suit first, and we'll see how that goes. And I also just realized I don't really know where I'm going. I hope this is the right way. And besides, we also don't have the thermal generator for the for the Cyclops yet, because I apparently missed that blueprint back up on the surface. Dang it. But we do have it for the prawn suit. So while we're down here, we effectively have infinite energy for our prawn, which is phenomenal. Now, just in case I have a spare power cell with me, in case the lava leeches get especially stupid or something else happens. But for the most part, we should be chugging on forever. Oh, I think we're getting somewhere. This looks right. Big open area. Oh yeah, and I've got the repair tool equipped. Oh, let me make sure I've got repulsion cannon and stasis rifle at the ready. Just in case we need them. Yeah, like for you, you little varmints. I will drill you, don't think I won't. There should also be something else around here, so let's keep our eyes and ears out. Like that. There you are! Yeah, I saw you for a second. Hey, see this? This is the corpse of a Reaper Leviathan. Like, those things that can utterly wreck us back up on the surface? Yeah, something's killing them. So, that should tell you the power scale we're dealing with here. And we just saw it way up there. So, yeah, don't really want to deal with that. Ooh, hang on. Is this a drop-off? This might be... Okay, nobody blow up the prawn suit yet. I'll be right back. Yes, yes, this is an interest further down. Okay, just in case, let me stick a beacon down here. Beacon, beacon, beacon. I'm a little worried about somebody blowing up the prawn suit while I'm gone, so let me do this quick. Okay, this is ILZ to Lava Lake. Doink. Alright, get back in, quick. Did anybody blow it up while I'm gone? I swear I will shank someone. Lava leech. Could we not? Ugh, rude. Thank you. I know I've got infinite power, but still, rude. Alright, let me find a safe spot around here. Actually, what are the coordinates? Oh, shoot, don't go too high. That's right. Yeah, you're up there. See, that's why I didn't want to bring the Cyclops down here, because we have our resident apex predator here, and they could definitely do damage to the Cyclops. And the problem is, I've got all my eggs in one basket anyway, so... Ah! Excuse me! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah! No! Oh, wait. I'm sorry, you're very cute and handsome and wonderful, and I love you, but I'm in a teeny weeny little prawn suit. So, yeah, welcome to the Sea Dragon. Not those are little lava lizards, which are also cute, but, yeah, that's the Sea Dragon. They're wonderful and adorable and amazing and handsome, and I love them so much. And I would love to get to know them more just as soon as I get my prawn suit out of range. Phew! Ow! Could you not? Excuse me. Shoot. Shoot. Out. Out there. Ah! Don't make me. I will kill you. Come back here. Come back here. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Rude. Alright. Let's all take a breather. Now, I think this is the way into where I need to go.
The volcanic rock, which has formed in this area, can be carbon dated to between 800 and 3,000 Earth years ago.
Ow. These lava lizards. Okay, very quickly, let me go through here, because I think this is the correct way to go. But this place is itself also a bit of a maze. So... yeah, very easy to run out of oxygen and or die in here. And yet another reason why it's really handy to have the reinforced dive suit, because now we're immune to the heat. Bingo! Okay, beacon time. Okay, nobody eat the beacon, okay? Okay. Normal plan. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Where's my prawn suit? Let me go back. The prawn suit real quick. There is a topographical map, which helps a little bit. A little bit. Problem is, I can't really read this darn thing. I always get lost around here. Ah, there we go. Okay, you know what? You're getting another beacon. Actually, I might get blown up there. You're getting another beacon over here. This is why I wanted to bring so many. Yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okie dokie. And let's make sure our beacons are colored. Thermal plant entrance. Do you mind? Excuse me. Oh, man. Okay, Willow and Space in here. Both of you. Hello. Okay, stop that. Ah, stop that. Shoot. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. Sheesh. Imagine a random ass Outer Wilds anglerfish popping up in here somewhere. Funny you should mention that, Willow. I mean, we don't actually have that, but we have the Reaper Leviathans up above, and we have the Sea Dragon down here, and there you go. Now, see, the difference is that in here, I've got tools to deal with them. I've got the Prawn Suit, which has extra armor. I've got the Stasis Rifle and Repulsion Cannon, if I really want to get fun with this. And more importantly, I also have sight rays. It's much more visible, even inside here, than it is inside that stupid dark bramble. So, but yes, I can kind of see your point, and oh my gosh, I will, yeah, no, stop that, stop that. I will not tolerate prawn suit hunting. Get back here. You will get drilled. See, I know I've got the drill. You do this. Drill. Yeah, that's right. Rude. I mean, to be fair, I'm invading their house and kind of murdering them, so it's kind of my bad, but, you know. I also kind of need to get to the thermal plant, and I've only got 1 life, so... If I wasn't on hardcore mode, I would be more forgiving about this, but... And space up. Imagine having a surface instead, instead of just expanding to your true size. You have no idea. Then again, actually, I would be at a disadvantage around here because I'm not really... You know, I'm a forest dragon, I'm not a water dragon, so being underwater would actually be a problem for me. But yeah, getting stuck in here and just getting wedged just because you keep getting bigger and fatter, that is a legitimate concern. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's a straight shot there. So you just look for the lava flow and then just kind of go from there. Okay. Okay. Oh, now I think the prawn suit can still get cooked, so I'd better not... There, where... There's Last Rival. See, I just put a beacon for the thermal plant. Ah, and it's over there. Wonderful. I just want to do a little scouting first, because it's a little hard to get around in here. There you are. So, spoiler alert, yes, this is called the Alien Thermal Plant. I think I just heard a warper. So many rude dudes. I will... Yeah, you hold still. Boink. Oh, great, now I'm gonna go down here and get this thing. Ah, come back. Don't fall into lava too much. Out. Out of the lava. Good news, it doesn't take damage too quickly from what I can remember. Bad news, it will start taking damage. And where is that entrance? I'm looking for another one of those entrances, and I think it's on our Warper pal's side. Oh, there's also individual kyanite crystals. I didn't know that. So, hypothetically, you could come in here and grab individual crystals without needing a prawn suit. Huh. Boink. There we go. Aha! Can't get me in here. Jerks. Okie dokie. So, fun fact, we are now in air for one of the first times in a long time. Whee! And like, your little prawn suit squats down when it's all ready. Because it knows you can't reach inside to get into it when it's standing up when you can't swim. So it just does this little squat. It's so adorable. I love our big strong dragon. And this is why we brought keys. And boink. Oh shoot, I just realized my health. Phew. Better make sure that's topped off. Again, I'm on hardcore. I need to be very paranoid about this. Let's see. Let's move some items around. There we go. And this. The blue tablet. Kaboinkus. And gimme. So yes, our third and final...
New blueprint acquired.
Ahem. Thank you, BDA. Our third. Ah!
Come here. To me.
Thank you. What a nice lady. Oh, and here is where we can do something incredibly irresponsible. This is an entire pile of ion cubes. Each one contains enough power of a nuclear bomb. So I'm gonna drill it. Yeah, you'd think this would cause, like, you and the entire facility to explode, but, no, we just get free ion cubes. Which is good, because we're gonna need a few more of these. And now we got tons. So, fun fact about that blue key we just picked up. That's one blue key. Spoiler alert, you need 2 blue keys in order to get through the rest of the game. So you are required to craft another one. It's very tricky on the game dev's part. Yeah, just the prawn suit, just a little squat. It's so cute. And here we have... Let's spend one of our cubes to get magic portal. Woohoo! Magic portal time. Whee! Oh, I think I peeked the mic again. I keep doing that. Hazards of being a loud dragon. So, we went through the portal, and we are, drumroll, inside the quarantine enforcement platform. Back up on the surface, because you can see we're only at 91 meters. So, we now have a shortcut between the surface and way deep down, which is really handy if you wanted to go back to base. So, for example, if I wanted to go out and grab the blueprint for the Cyclops thermal module, I could just do that, because I could just come in here with my prawn suit. Now, I'd have to be trundling around in the prawn suit and not the Seamoth or Cyclops, so that'd be a little annoying, because no offense to the prawn suit, but it's the least mobile of the 3 suit options. But definitely better than nothing. And it could at least get me back to base where I could grab the Seamoth and then really start going. Oh, and there's these little dudes. Look at these little crawlers. Oh, hi. How's it going? Huh. Never seen him do that before. If you zap me, I'm going to drill you. I just want you to be aware of that. What happens if I move? What if I get out? Huh. Okay. Problem is, I think he can zap me, so... Yeah, don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'm trying to be bros with you. I will vaporize you. You will get sent into the next wall. Okay? Okay. Alright, you just chill. It's like having a spider on your ceiling. It's like just a... whatever. Did you... Okay, you're off doing your thing. You do you, man. What the... Oh, this is the exit. Did I get turned around? Or are there two... Are there 2 entrances? Huh. Because there should be more in here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there are 2 entrances. Huh. How about that? But there's also more to explore, so let's go down. And I hope the prawn suit can fit in here. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Oh yeah, fun fact about the jump jet upgrades with the prawn suit. Normally, the prawn suit's jump does not work in air because it's designed for water. However, if you install the jump jet upgrade for the prawn suit, it can also work in air, and you can actually start jumping around in here. It's really cool. Have another ion cube, more lore.
Integrating new PDA data.
And I am very glad I brought 2 keys with me. Because otherwise I have to go back and grab another one. Boink. Pop that bad boy open. I'm sure this is safe in here. What did that data say anyway? Okay, we got that to do. We got a... Wait, I unlocked a... Oh, it unlocked the blueprint for the blue key. Because now we can just build one. There it is. Blue tablet. Ancient alien tablet with the blue symbol. Which needs kyanite. So, hey, good thing we got spare kyanite. Yeah, what did we do? Oh, we actually picked up a couple things. Yeah, we got a little alien robot buddy, which is just a little autonomous drone. Although I think they can also shock us, so it would be annoying. I do love the little note. Assessment. Immobilize and return to Altera for mutual profit. It's, because Altera wants any and all technology they can get their grubby, greedy little mitts on, so it's funny. Actually, hang on, let me get in here real quick.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm worried about getting zapped while I'm out there. And then we also got the blue tablet. Blue light which illuminates an alien symbol resembling uppercase H. So, spoilers, it's another key. Because they made gigantic tablets as keys. I don't pretend to understand their logic. They just did it. Fossil data. Fossil data recorded from volcanic rocks excavated to construct the power facility. Genetic divergence. The alien recorded data on indigenous organic remains originating between 10,000 and 1,000 years ago. Life forms on record feature unusually low overlap with those encountered so far in 4546b. Extinction event. Soil samples from 1,000 years ago contain 300% higher concentrations of organic remains than soil average. Data supports a mass extinction event, killing off a majority of species and forcing rapid adaptation amongst many of the survivors. Spoilers, that's when the Kara bacteria was released. That's when it escaped containment, killed off so many things on the planet, and now we're stuck here in this crater where life is barely managing to hang on here. We also found outside that Reaper Leviathan skeleton. Reapers are ill-suited to high-temperature environments, suggesting this creature was forced down into the active lava zone by conditions outside its control. Trace muscle tissue remains on the bones, indicating the specimen died in recent months. Burns and other physical damage to the skeletal structure likely became prey for something bigger, which we saw outside. Yes. But we also have in here, which, I guess we're just supposed to walk between the electricity beams and not worry about getting vaporized. Grab that.
Integrating new PDA data.
Do a little
Primary
scan.
alien facility location updated. Volcanic area connected to this cave system at depth 1.4 kilometers.
Yes, this is our final breadcrumb. Because not only do we need the blue keys, we need to know where to put the blue keys in. Oh, we can also grab this, which is a minor thing, no big deal.
Integrating new PDA data.
It's just an entire new power source with big batteries.
Powered blueprints from alien data. Blueprints stored to databank.
Big batteries. Because we're all about big. These are the biggest. So, each one of the batteries takes an ion cube, gold, and silver. And then the power cell takes 2 batteries and rubber because we are once again gluing them together. So, this is where all of our gold and silver is going to go in, along with ion cubes. Problem, we have a finite number of ion cubes right now because the only ones we've been finding so far inside these alien facilities. That will change in a little bit, and once it does, believe you me, we're going to get all the batteries, and it's going to be a grand old time. But first, let us leave this place. Oh yeah, should also probably check out the other lore. So yes, there's a final breadcrumb. There's an additional cave system somewhere down here. Let's see, this thermal plant is converting local thermal energy into electric current at 90% efficiency. Most of it is being stored inside the plant itself, each of which holds enough to power a small city for a year. Some of it is being drained, presumably is distributed to other facilities on the planet. The power plant appears to be fully automated and, given current understanding of the mechanics involved, uninterruptible. So we can't turn the gun off just by unplugging it. No fair. We gotta do this properly. Like good little aliens. Here we are, ion power data. Ion cubes are grown artificially from a mineral substance that are treated to remain in a stable state despite the huge ionic energy contained within. And use this knowledge, it's been possible to synthesize a new battery and power cell. Yes, spoilers about the battery and power cell. They last 5 times longer than our current ones. So instead of the batteries having a capacity of 100 and a power cell having a capacity of 200, they have a capacity of 500 and 1,000 respectively. It's pretty absurd. Willow saying, the dramatic sting music is making me giggle. Especially for mundane stuff. Like, done, you found table. Done, you found chair. Done, you got coffee machine. Every time you pick up something, it's like, duh. I kind of wish there was a way to turn it off. I mean, no offense to them. Here's the most important bit. Primary containment facility. Power router in the thermal plant distributing energy collected on site to other facilities. The primary containment facility is constructed within a natural chasm, connected to this cave network, south-southeast, area of volcanic activity, depth 1.4 kilometers. Oh yeah, power distribution. Self-warping quarantine enforcement units, 5%. Arch network, 10%. Sanctuaries, alpha, beta, kappa. They misspelled kappa. It's supposed to be with a K, but oh well. 10%. Quarantine enforcement platform, 35%. Disease research, offline. Primary containment facility, 20%. Reserve, 20%. There's no clear way to interrupt the power flow. Whoop-dees. We're gonna have to do this properly. But, for now we shall leave. Farewell, crab friend. Be well. Go climb on things. And I'm probably about to get savaged by a friendos out here. Yeah, besides you. Where? Hang on, we entered kind of midway down, right? There's a thermal entrance. Beacon, but I thought we entered a little bit lower than that. I always get lost around here. Oh, wait, no, because there's a thermal plant. Got it, right. The entrance is the entrance to this cave network, not the entrance to the plant itself. Yes. I'm a smart dragon sometimes. Oh, I kind of want one of these. I'm going to steal it. Ow. And just in time to... Yeah. Shoot. Grr. How do we get out of here? There's thermal plant. Where's thermal plant entrance? There. Yes, because it's past the lava flow. Walk up through here. Phew. Okay, quickly, let me go out, repair this. Make sure we're all set. Because now is the time for Dominant to do something very, very risky and potentially stupid. But that's what we're here for. So, let me make sure I'm topped off. Yoink. Boink. Because we are going to scan the sea dragon. Or possibly die trying. Or sometimes both. Here's the problem. The sea dragon is a one-hit kill attack. And we're on hardcore mode, so there is no respawning from this. So if the sea dragon gets us, that's it. I've got a stasis rifle, so I can stun it, but that's the best I can do. So, first things first, let's find it. And then we'll see about being silly. Okay, I'm hearing stuff going off. The problem is, when you hear rock explosions, you can't tell if it's the lava lizards or if it's the sea dragon, because they both spit fire. It's just the sea dragon does it as a machine gun. Now, I don't think it can one-shot the prawn suit. I think. I haven't actually tested that recently. Fun fact, in very, very early alpha builds of the game... Ah, there you are. In very, very early alpha builds of the game, the sea moth could get down here, or at least down far enough to get the sea dragon, and there was actually unique animation for the sea dragon to eat it. It's adorable. And we need to find that. I think it's on the wiki somewhere. Now, again...
Detecting alien materials and a massive energy signature. Reading originates within the natural structure at the center of this chamber.
Yeah, one-hit kill attack. So, hit the head, hit the head. Okay. I think that kind of worked. Kind of. Okay. 50%. 70. Got it. Run. Run! Where's my prawn? Ah! It's a very big, scary draggy, and I don't want to be around it. I would want to hug it and kiss it and pet it and feed it and make it super fat and huge. But I can't figure out how to talk to it. So we're just gonna have to, let things be. And it's right in the way of where I need to go, darn it. Here, let me clean up my beacons really fast, because this is getting a little cluttered. We don't need thermal plant. We don't need thermal plant entrance. We do not need ILZ Lava Lake yet. We will in a second. Let me also turn off my prawn suit and life pod and sea moth because we don't need those either. Okay. Okay. Good. Much less cluttered. Oh, crap, biscuits. You're so adorable. I'm sorry. I'd want to hug you and pet you and feed you, but you're very angry. Oh, wow, we are down to 34% immediately. Oh, crud. Yeah, that thing don't mess around. Yeah, we need to get out of here. Yeah, it's, oh boy. Move, move, move. Yeah, see, warpers I can handle. Lava lizards I can handle. Those things do minor damage to the prawn suit. Yeah, see, we're already starting to spark here. We're down to 33. There's a warper right there. And a lava lizard. Oh, great. We got all kinds of fun down here. Ah! Lava zone! Lava zone sucks. Okay, quick, get out, repair. Okay, I also healed myself up. This is why we brought so many medkits. Phew. Okay. Okay.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Let's get the heck out of here. Now, if my other mod is working, here, while we're paused for a second, while nothing's savaging us at the moment, if I can speak. Ahem. Yes, okay, our map is kind of working. Yes, okay, good. So this is a mod that adds in an entire map here, which is incredibly useful. Yeah, and I see we got the thermal plant entrance labeled. Yeah, it's got our little beacons. Cool. Fantastic. Okay, so we can also use that in case we get lost to at least get a general gist of which way is out. Because the prawn suit does not have a sonar upgrade, so I can't get it to ping like I could in the Cyclops or the Seamoth. Well, that went, frankly, better than expected because I'm still alive. I was kind of expecting to die there and I had to switch to the other save file, which would be a little irritating, but again, the other save file is down in the Lost River. I think it's also about to enter the disease research facility. I don't think it has as many materials, because I didn't spend as much time grinding to grab a whole bunch of goodies, but at the very least we could progress in the game. Because that's the funny part about Subnautica, you actually don't need that much to beat the game if you know where to go. But frankly, you haven't really beaten the game until you've built at least 5 different bases in a bunch of different places. One of those bases has to be a castle, complete with 100 rooms, or, you know, a bunch of rooms, and all the little furry bits and bobs. Because, let's face it, the real joy of this game is just the exploration and building. Alrighty, making it out of here. Oh, I should have mentioned, the entire reason I'm getting out of here is because we need to go back to fabricate another blue key. Because, spoiler warning, we can get down to the primary containment facility, but we're going to need a second blue key, and I think also some more purples. I could be mistaken on it. Oh, we ran out of thruster power. This is why we brought the grapple arm. There we go. Hang here for a second. Let it recharge. But yes, we'll need some more keys, and the good news is we've got the cubes on us, so if we need more iron cubes in order to get that. But let us return. Now, I could have brought the Cyclops with me, used the onboard fabricator to make another key, and then just zoomed along, but I'm a little paranoid about this because enemy AI is being unusually aggressive. So I'd rather keep it intact because it's my one-stop shop for everything. Now, I could start investing in upgrades. If I don't have the thermal upgrade, I could always invest in a decoy tube upgrade, so I can load 5 missiles at once instead of 1, which would give me tons of opportunities to fire decoys, which would keep everybody else off my back. So that's a possibility. In fact, I'm kind of tempted to try that. Although the trouble is, I don't know if I can get a Cyclops down into the lava lake, because that's going to be a tight squeeze. And the Cyclops is a big chunky boy, which we love and adore, but as I know from being big and chunky myself, that does restrict where you can get in. And unlike me, it can't shrink. So, might have to leave that at home, unfortunately. Whee! Ow! Sorry, Ray. Okie dokie. And our bronze suit is almost at full power because the thermal charge was working. So, okay. So we're landing toilets. Not that we really need it, because we have the handy mod to have the Cyclops charge directly from the base, so we don't really need to worry about the power so much. But, you know, silver lining. Okay, I'd also have docking worked. Docking. Ow. Ow. Okay, excuse me. See, this is what I'm talking about. I would never have wildlife savage me like this on a normal run. Being very weird. Ah, rude. Okay, Bronze took a little damage. How's the Cyclops? Cyclops is in perfect condition. Fantastic. Okay, so let's take stock and oh, little tendril getting through the base there. Oops. All right, let's recharge. There we go. Do. Now, we do have some spare ion cubes, and I do like the idea of getting some power. So, first, let's make some spare keys. We need another blue key. Thank you. And let me make another purple key, just in case. Can't remember if we need 1 or 2. Bring 1. Then we have our batteries and stuff, and why is the Cyclops moving so much? I'm always worried it's going to explode on me. Okay, let's get some ion power cells up and running. How is our gold and silver situation anyway? Okay, we got tons of silver. There's our gold. We are actually running out of gold. That is shocking. Because normally we don't. Alright. And yeah, let's get a big power cell in there. There we go. Oh, actually, let's make sure the other ones are charged too. So, let's see. Fully charged power cells. Good. Okay, let's have spares in there. Yeah, why is the Cyclops moving so much? I don't like this. I'm worried it's going to detach and explode or something. I'm always paranoid. Is it charging? Yes, it is charging. Okay, good. Here, just in case, let me detach the Cyclops and reattach it, because I'm worried that something's going wrong here. Oh, the voice for the Cyclops cut out. That's fun.
Explode.
Yeah, something's going on here. Oh, I see. I think the corpse got stuck on it. Alright, let's try docking again. Alright, I think we're docking. It is funny how the plume of steam or whatever there is covering up the UI. Okay. We're good? I think we're good. Okay. Gold. Let us see about getting some more gold.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Ah, originals are spawning. Fantastic. Here, let's add a friend. Here, have a creature egg. I am pretty sure I know what that is already, but never hurts to have some more. And our filtration is working. Excellent. Speaking of Reginald, hey you, come here. I need some sacrifices. Yoink and yoink. Let's see. And cure. Excellent. Bring snacks for the road. Very important snacks. Okay, let's also top off here now that we've got plenty of trees. Yummy, yummy trees. Okie dokie. And fire up the scanner room, and hopefully we don't burn through all of our power by doing this, but let's look for some gold real fast. Do a little side shopping here before we wrap up. Although, I mean, if I start blitzing, we might be able to just finish the game right now. What's the thought? Well, then again, no. We still have a couple more things to do. I wouldn't be able to finish the game tonight. Unless I really booked it. Which I don't really feel like doing. So we might... I think what might happen is this might be 2 shorter streams. I might do a shorter stream now, and then do one more short stream later on, just to put a cap on this whole thing. And that'll be that. But first, let's get some power. I just need kind of a more chill time right now. It's been a hectic week so far, and I just need a little relaxation. And what's more relaxing than getting chased by the horrors of the deep? See, that's the funny part about this game. I actually find it kind of relaxing. It's definitely more harrowing right now because I'm on hardcore mode, but even without that, like, if I wasn't on hardcore mode, like, this is honestly a comfort game for me. And I really don't mind the, you know, quote spooks, because you have tons of sight lines, so it's very easy to see them coming from a while away. You have tons of maneuverability. It's very easy to move around and dodge them, even in something like the prawn suit. And you have ways to deal with them, with things like the stasis rifle and the repulsion cannon, and heck, even the thermal blade, because a lot of enemies, at least early on, will get deterred if you just smack them with a knife once. The problem with the anglerfish from Outer Wilds is you have none of those options. You have terrible maneuverability, terrible sight lines. You can't see 10 feet in front of you. You have absolutely 0 ways of dealing with them short of evasion. So if you're spotted, you're just dead. And they're terrifying. It's like... It's just a perfect storm there. Which, overall, I wouldn't mind so much. I just wish somebody would have given me a heads up. Because when I was playing Outer Wilds, all I heard was, oh, the DLC can get spooky. You know, it has some horror elements. And I'm like, oh, that's good to know. Okay, nobody mentioned the base game. So it's like, oh, so the base game doesn't have horror elements, but they added some for the DLC. Okay, I can deal with that. Nobody said anything about the anglerfish. And it's like, I feel slightly, like, I wish somebody would have given me a heads up. Like, you didn't have to say anglerfish, but they could have at least said, oh, by the way, the base game also has spooky elements, just not as much as the DLC, or whatever. Oh, storage. We filled up on gold. Amazing. Ah, stop back. Stop back. Yeah, stop back. Stop back. Shoot. 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 Ah. Fill up on gold. Oh, darn. What a terrible, terrible problem to have. Too much gold. Oh, I see, because we also filled up... I forgot to empty out the
Welcome aboard,
fuse.
Captain.
My bad. Oh, shoot. While I'm up here, let me also get rid of the arm. I need a spare slot in here. So I need a arm. That'll be access upgrades. Take the grapple arm off, so switch to the regular arm so I can pick up the gold that just dropped because I'm an OCD dragon. And I want my gold. Gimme. Thank you. There we go. Okie dokie. Now, I will say, the good news about wildlife is at the very least, they, for the most part, they'll leave your base alone. So if you've constructed a base somewhere, for the most part, they will not attack your, you know, habitat or anything like that. Which is much appreciated. Now, I think there are some exceptions to that rule. Like, for example, building next to the sea dragon tends to be kind of a bad idea. I don't know if it'll directly attack bases, but it can definitely do damage, even if it, like, you know, with a side swipe, so just with its fireballs going in there. And there's also a good possibility it clips through. Fun fact about the lava zone in this area, or in this game, it was the last thing they did. Oh, Gato, hello. Hi, welcome on in. Just in time for the gold, which is yummy, yummy, yummy gold. Oh, ads? Sorry. Here, I'll wait until the ads are over. So let me know when the ads are done, then I can continue pontificating. Dragonificating? Whatever. And meantime, I'm going to slam this gold in here. So the ion cubes, let's see, we can have a couple spares in there. Fantastic. And the rest of them can just get thrown into a locker here somewhere. Not too concerned about that. Cool. Running, 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 running. Here, let me transfer some stuff. This should be... There we go. Okay, throw this all in here. Yeah, see, and now we're completely full on gold and then some. Amazing. Prawn suit is the best. Okay, and we have 10 ion cubes, so we'll need to ration that a little bit for now. Spoiler warning, there might be ways we won't have to ration them later on. Shoot, what was I talking about earlier? Now that ads are done. No, we're talking about gold. Oh, right, attacking bases. Yeah, the wildlife generally won't attack your bases. There are exceptions, but the dragon definitely can do damage, I think, and maybe a few others. See, the big problem with this game is the last few zones are unfinished. Much like Dark Souls with Lost City of Izalith, the deep lava zone is not perfectly polished. In this game in particular, I know the Sea Dragon is notorious. You'll probably see clips or shorts on YouTube of the Sea Dragon clipping straight through walls. So you just have the Sea Dragon just pop right out of nowhere and just fireball you to death. It's definitely a thing. So, just a side effect of this game, unfortunately. So, as for building a base by the Sea Dragon, it's technically possible. It's just probably not a great idea. Because even if the Sea Dragon itself doesn't attack your base, it could definitely do damage accidentally. And it could also possibly just clip right through it and just do something, so which would also be annoying. What else do I want? Let's get an ion power cell for the prawn suit, just because we can. Let's see, so that was 2 of our 10 cubes. Gonna need to start counting here. Oh, Gato's back. Welcome back. Just doing some building here before I head down into the final areas here. Let's see, I want to get a second ion power cell for the Cyclops, just because it's funny. I want to get a power cell for the prawn suits. That's 1. So we now have... That was 4 cubes used up, 2 each. So we have 6 cubes left. Let's get some batteries going. Excellent. 4 ion batteries. Here, let's put it in the scanner. Put it in the Sea Glide. Let's put it in the repair tool. And the last one can go in the stasis rifle. Oh, wait. I think I got the wrong batteries in there. There we go. There we go. Big batteries. Yes. 500 charge instead of 100. Excellent. Let's see, you can go there. You can go there. So for the regular batteries, here's the fun part. We can just kind of start tossing them because we don't really need them. It's a little wasteful, I know, but we're upgrading them. Okay, and while we're at it, let's also... Actually, I don't think I can access the prawn suit's power cells from here. So I'd probably have to actually get out of it. Move over here. There we go, and swap you up for an ion. I also like it's a little green glow instead of the normal one, indicating it's full of green juice, and also an entire like nuclear bomb or something. So just don't think about it too much. You saw an update on Subnautica 2 situation. The CEO of the company that owned the company that made Subnautica used ChatGPT to make a plan called Plan X in order to make the company of Subnautica be villains in the eyes of the community and then fire them so the company's CEO could be the good guys of the story, taking the IP from lazy devs and still bringing game to the community. Yeah, see, that's Krafton. Krafton is the company that bought Subnautica 2 from the original devs, and the original scuttlebutt was that the original 3 devs had been, or at least the story I originally heard, is that the original 3 devs had negotiated with Krafton to do the buyout, and that Krafton would do all of the development. But then Krafton countered saying, no, this isn't just a buyout. You're expected to also finish the game for us. And so there was some kind of legal dispute in between the two. That was what I heard. Here's the thing, though. Krafton is known for doing this kind of scummy takeover sleaziness and then just slapdashing the rest of the game with a skeleton crew paid, pennies and dimes to create just some, slop they can shell out with a known IP. They've done this before with other games. I think Last Epic was another one that fell victim to them. Well, actually, no, first, Last Epic started out fantastic. I loved that game. Then it first got sold to Tencent, which is its own problem. And then it got sold to Krafton, and then it got worse. So, anyways, yeah, Krafton is known for this kind of stupidity. It's like it's kind of another company like buying another company out, just stealing the IP, and then just like running it into the ground while the CEOs try to make as much money as they can before the entire thing goes belly up. It's that problem. So yeah, just to be blunt, like, I don't hold out hope for Subnautica 2. Like, just rip that band-aid off right now. It's not gonna happen. Subnautica 2 will be released. It won't be what we want it to be. It's gonna be some middling thing at best that's gonna have some good ideas left in from the original devs, and the rest of it's gonna be slapdashed in, or just mediocre, just done mediocrity. It's just, no, don't, and more importantly, don't let Krafton get away with this. Do not support them, please. Like, the only reason they're doing this is because people keep buying the games they've stolen. So just don't. Just be an ethical consumer. Let Subnautica die. It has been poisoned. Like, go buy something else. Go play something else. Windrose is looking fun. That's the pirate game. We can try that out. Oh, sorry, got us continuing. He thought deleting the history of his ChatGPT conversation would make the evidence vanish, but the American court asked the ChatGPT company directly for the conversation history, and they gave it. Ha! Well, serves them right. And, yeah. Like, I'm really sorry that it's happening to Subnautica. I was really looking forward to Subnautica 2. Like, all they had to do was just Subnautica with multiplayer, and I would have been over the moon. Like, I would have bought that game in a heartbeat. I would have bought it for all my friends. It would have been a phenomenal time. But it's not happening. And anybody who pretends that Subnautica 2 will actually be, like, something worth buying is only fooling themselves. Like, just rip the Band-Aid off. It's like so many other things. It's like the way Twitter was run into the ground. It's like the way Ubisoft or EA are these days. Like, just don't give them your money. Let them die. If people stop giving them money, they'll stop buying things, and we can all move on to better things. But, well, alright, that's enough soapboxing from me. I'm being negative. I know, I'm sorry. I'm bringing a bad energy here. Again, it's been a rough week here, so I'm not being my optimal self here, and I apologize about that. What am I forgetting? Beacons. That's what I'm forgetting. We need beacons. Mavis Beacon teaches typing. Boink. One thing's for... Oh, Gato continues. One thing for sure, there's not going to be a Subnautica 3, because franchise IP is now property of Crafton. Yep, it's just dead. Now, what I hope is that the original devs of Subnautica will be, okay, fine, we're going to take our ball and go home, make their own game that's just basically Subnautica, but with the serial numbers filed off, and that I would love to see. Like, if they are just like, okay, let's make Subnautica 2, but for realsies this time, and call it Underwater Adventures, or whatever they need to do in order to make it, legally distinct, then, yeah, that would be worth supporting. Yeah, the other part of the lawsuit I heard about was the terms of getting early access done, because at least, again, this is just the rumor I heard, so take it for what you will. But the rumor I heard was that there was a stipulation that if the original devs could get an early access out by the end of 2025, they would get something like a $250,000 bonus. Like, there was some major cash prize, some major incentive for getting the early, like, just an alpha build, like an early access build out by the end of 2025. So they were like, okay, noses to the grindstone, let's go, let's get that bonus. So they worked their asses off getting all that done, and then the Crafton buyout happened, and then Crafton was like, oh, we're actually replacing your entire team with our guys who are just, middling at best and don't really know, and they're gonna need time to get trained, etc., etc. Oh, what's that? You're not gonna be able to get the early access out in time because your entire team got replaced. Oh, that's such a shame. I guess we don't have to pay you. So you did all that work for us, and you're not getting compensated. Well, that's just how it goes in the business. Like, it was something like that. And it's that kind of scumminess. Like, they managed to incentivize the original devs to work so hard for a bonus and then rip the bonus out from under them. It's like, you assholes. What? How dare you? But, hey, when you're a psychopath, you can just do that. You get to do whatever you want because you don't have to worry about all the people you're hurting. You can step over as many corpses as you want on your way to that golden toilet of a throne. Oh, wait, Meta's in here. Hang on, let me unmute him. There we go. Oh, you're just in time for the Subnautica 2 Crafton rant. Good. Meta, keep slinging. Let's... Well, sorry, no, what? we should probably avoid the negativity in here. I know, I'm being very negative right now, and I'm bringing the wrong energy.
This boss of Subnautica 2 has basically no chance of being good because it started changing hands like 4 times, and now it's in the hands of a company that treats it as a product to be sold and not as an actual game.
Yeah, it changed hands once, but the problem is it changed hands into Crafton, who, yes, is known for stealing IPs, making mediocre games at best, and just to cash in on fans buying it for the IP and leaving the original devs high and dry. Anyway, all right, we need to stop on that. We need positivity in here. It's been too much.
Well, Pilgrim's Traverse in Final Fantasy 14 was fun.
Yeah, you guys were doing Pilgrim's Traverse, the new deep dungeon.
Yeah, probably the highlight of it was when we had found a treasure chest. It spawned a mimic. We killed the mimic. It drops the treasure chest. So like, okay, I guess we got some loot, and it spawned a second mimic.
Ha! You expected first mimic, yes, but what about second mimic?
Yeah, we're not sure how that happened. Was it like mimic recursion? Did one mimic eat another mimic? We don't know.
Mimic vor. Mimic, it's Mimic Endo. One of them was into Endo and just climbed inside their friend. It's a perfectly normal thing to do. And, you killed their friend, and they got mad about it. It's understandable.
Hola, gato.
Oh, and Flame Lord, hello. Tu es deja mort? Wait, deja? Like, we're thinking like deja vu. Is that like you are already dead? You are again dead? My languages are failing me. English is hard enough as it is. Oh, by the way, I should also mention, fun fact, I actually found out something that's incredibly silly and easy that I could have been doing this entire time. So, this is the other reason why Iggy going on break is really bad, because I was wondering this thing about Metasign of like, he's facing the wrong way. We need to fix that. You know, he needs to upload a different version. And then Iggy's like, as soon as he comes back, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's an option in OBS. I can just do this. Boop. Now he's back to facing the wrong way. And then I can go back in, and I can do this. Boop. And now he's facing the right way.
Also, yay.
And then I can do this. Whoop. Now he's upside down. It's so unnatural. I can't stand to look at it. There we go. Much better.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I could have done that this entire time, and, whoopsies. So, on behalf of Team Retrofox, I apologize for not having Metasign facing the right way, and we'll ensure to avoid this error in the future. Now, I also haven't explained what I'm doing. I am going to hell. I mean, we already knew that because I'm a degenerate furry, but I mean more specifically, we're going down into the... See, I always called it Lava Lake, but this map mod is calling it the Active Lava Zone. Meta, what's the official name?
Active Lava Zone is the inactive lava zone, ILZ.
Right, I know this is the inactive lava zone, the ILZ, but I always thought the last part was called Lava Lake. Do you remember the official name? I thought it was just
part of ILZ.
Well, no, there is a separate name for this last little bit here. Where's our big boy? Oh, it's French for you are already dead. Okay, well, I got close. At least I was in a Latin language. Whoop. Double checking my coordinates here. Here we go. Because I think this also shows up on my... Oh, no, it's saying the entrance is over here. Ow! Oh, yeah, I should have put that a little closer. My bad. Whee! Gosh, I love this map mod so much. Yeah, so hypothetically, I could get a Cyclops through there, but that would be a tight squeeze at best. There might be a different entrance elsewhere that'd be easier for it, but I don't know if I want to chance that. Okie dokie. Yeah, see, now we're going down to 1,300 meters, though. Oh boy. We're getting deep. Wow.
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
Thank you, Omo Chow. Oh, for those who don't know, that character is voiced by Lanny Minella, aka Omo Chow from Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and Luke Triton from the Professor Layton series, among, like, 500 other voices. She does a lot of voices. Oh, she's doing well. Now, so, 1,400 meters down, 1.4 kilometers. I think we found our target. And also potentially another... I think there's a second sea dragon down here, which I'm a little paranoid about. Sometimes I've built a base down here, but I don't know if that was actually a great idea. Anyways. Alrighty, here we are. Speedrun time. Boom. Welcome to the primary containment facility. And actually, we might finish the game today if I really book it. So, blue tablet, number 1. Booyah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Yes, strut in here. Ready.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
Get those ion cubes. But that was such a small deposit. That was only like 4 or 5 ion cubes. Oh, wait.
Magic ion cube printer.
Every little thing it does is magic. Every little thing just turns me on. So yes, welcome to the infinite supply of ion cubes. Because we can just keep printing them.
Oh, gotta redeem self-care package. Hydrate,
Oh, thank
stretch,
you.
posture
Ow.
check.
Good reminder. Maybe I get up and stretch here. I also want to scan all the things. There's a bunch of alien artifacts in here. I'm gonna skim over them, because man. See, that's the problem. I don't know if I can beat the game. Because I've only got an hour and 10 minutes, and I've still got to get through here and do the other thing. And I still need to get back to the Aurora for its thing. And then, oh gosh, and then I need to get the Cyclops back to the surface. Yeah, no, we're not doing it this stream. We are going to have to split this into one more stream after this, because there is no way in heck we are finishing this tonight. And besides, we don't want to rush through that, because that's not fair to the people who want to see stuff. Got to say, magical radioactive mineral production machine. I mean, okay, technically it's drawing from the thermal power plant that we just saw, and it's using that fabricator there, and along with the alien technology, so, I mean, then again, any, technology sufficiently advanced enough is indistinguishable from magic, so. There we go. Let's get those scans out of the way. And, I forgot how long it takes. So it's not a particularly fast process, but I guess when you're containing multiple nuclear explosions, you probably want to take your sweet time with it. Prawn suit, can I access that, please? Thank you. Hello, you. So, we also have 6 doorways down here. We have the door we just came through, and there's more doorways up top. So, let's get through the tour. Running, 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 running. Every day is leg day for this character. Slam that ion cube in here. Spoiler warning. 4 of these 6 doorways will be magic gateways. Woo! Get that teleport network going. This place is Teleport HQ. We have 4 different teleporters going to 4 different locations across the map. We can now warp at will, but we can't take the Seamoth or Cyclops with us. The only vehicle we're allowed to teleport with is the prawn suit, so a little restrictive on that part. I almost wonder about a mod to try to miniaturize the Cyclops. Like, if there was a mod where you could somehow turn the Cyclops into an item you could put in your pockets, and then deploy it after you've gone somewhere.
Okay, Cyclops is a little silly. Seamoth, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, mods are mods, and, magic shrink technology. I mean, I'm able to shrink all the time. No one makes a big deal out of it. Give me more cubes, please. I need more. You only gave me 3 last time, and I need 4, at least. Thank you, kind sir, ma'am, entity, robot, whatever. Yeah, so I forgot. It doesn't give very many cubes at a time, so you're probably still better off finding other sources. Like, we have skipped over a number of little alien caches and other alien facilities scattered throughout the map. And there, it's typically spend a cube, get a cube, where you'll have to spend an ion cube or spend a purple key to get inside. But then there's multiple ion cubes inside, so you get a net profit. Because each purple key is just a single ion cube and 2 diamonds, and diamonds are dirt cheap, as we've already established. Because you're just going to end up with a locker full of the darn things and nothing to do with them. Alright, there's number 3. Let's go turn on number 4. Running, 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 running. But yeah, FF14. Yeah, I did Pilgrim's Traverse, which is the new deep dungeon. And tomorrow, Jay and Iggy are finally back, and they will be streaming the 7.5 MSQ. Yay! Which, Meta and I have already done, so we'll just be there for dungeon and trial support and general nonsense.
Yeah, we will not be on voice chat for that one, but we will be hanging around.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be in voice chat. I'll just be sure to be muting myself in appropriate situations.
Other news. Oh, Gano just pointing out, river dolphins and ocean dolphins aren't actually closely related. It's just convergent evolution. Really?
Oh.
I did not know that. Because, yeah, the Amazon has those really cool pink river dolphins.
This
That's
room
right.
appears to be
Oh,
a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
Egg. Huh. Well, because dolphins and whales in general are the wolves that went back into the water. Because we started off all as ocean critters. Some of us got the bright idea to come onto land, and then a couple of us got the bright idea to go back into the water later on. Hang on.
Integrating new PDA data.
There's actually fossils we found of like these proto-wolves that are starting to develop, you know, the tails and everything else as they're going back into the water. So, I mean, it is possible it's convergent evolution, where, yes, some of the wolves went into the ocean, other wolves went into the Amazon, and they just kind of both got the same idea, relatively speaking. I mean, that's actually the wrong word, because evolution doesn't get ideas, it's more just nature throwing darts at a board and seeing what sticks. But, yeah, it's just in there.
It's all about pressure. Select pressure both for and against.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Also,
it's not
Gano,
what works. It's not survival of the fittest, it's survival of the fit enough. But, so yeah, in both their cases, there was the similar evolutionary pressures on each of them, and they probably started from similar enough points where they were probably both wolf-like creatures. That, yeah, they just both wound up at about the same place. Huh. Still, that's funny. Thank you for sharing that.
Also, Brazilian folklore. Yeah, isn't it? The river dolphins in Brazilian folklore are basically kind of like sirens, kind of luring people to their doom.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. Every culture needs a good siren. They also need the manatees to have sex with. I mean, far be it from me to judge. Boing.
Integrating new PDA data.
I should really warn people before I, not flash bang, but audio bang them. It's a very noisy game. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything down there, but... Running. Well, since I know I'm not finishing the stream today, let's be a little thorough around here. Besides, it's been a while. Oh yeah, and if we watch the tube... Whee! Whee! There they go. Well. There go more of them in the center. Whee! So yes, there's a bunch of scans we just picked up. Most of them are the artifacts outside, which are kind of interesting, but, it's fun little details. Although apparently it is confirmed that, yes, these aliens did visit Earth sometime in the past, because they have a Chinese sword from the 13th century. So, figure that one out. Actually, I wonder if that gets into the deeper lore. Because, spoilers about Subnautica, but it's actually connected to this game studio's larger universe. Because before this, they did... What was that game called? Natural Selection? I can't remember exactly, but they did another...
There's a poster of it in the game in Subnautica.
Yeah, there was a, they did another game called Natural Selection, which also features the Carabacterium, this bacteria that takes over and mutates its hosts. So that's actually, Subnautica is technically in that same universe, which is really funny to think about. Okay, now we get into the actual interesting data. Sea Emperor Leviathan research data. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upward to accommodate this species. Ah, words after my own heart. Hang on, let me take a screenshot. Love it. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, this species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on a complicated ecosystem of plant and animal life. Large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's middle section, suggesting that, like other species, it produces eggs. However, internal scar tissue indicates probable infertility. Enzyme 42. The Emperor manufactures Enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food and will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters. This substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium, and its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. It remained to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. Health. Comparative analysis and size and metabolic rates indicates this specimen captured by the researchers was approximately 1,600 years old. Extensive internal and external scar tissue suggests it has lived well in excess of the peak lifespan for its species. Assessment. While a healthy Emperor specimen may have held some potential for a cure, it is unlikely any research subject survived quarantine procedure. So, this is our explanation for how anything in this crater has survived. Like, everything on this map is only alive because of this one Sea Emperor. Because a Sea Emperor produces enzyme 42, which is now being carried throughout this entire ecosystem, which is suppressing the effects of the Corabacterium. That's why outside this crater, so we're in a 2-kilometer wide crater. Outside there, no life exists. It's gone. The Corabacterium has consumed it completely and left no survivors. So the only reason we're here is because of this. Now, how's the enzyme getting around? Hang on. Okay, Gato, I know you're posting stuff. Give me just a minute here. Let me finish this. Ventilation control. Water's flowing around. Inflow. Water's being drawn from different biomes around the surface. The water temperature is considerably lower than the volcanic environment outside the facility, while microorganism and nutrient counts are substantially higher. Outflow. Oxygen-deprived water is being flooded from the system and recycled back to the surface. So that explains the alien vents we've been seeing all around here. Oh, read that one in a minute. First, advanced theories. Peepers entering the containment facility. These pipes drawing water into the containment facility are filled with peepers arriving from the surface. The fish show no signs of distress. The specimens scanned have all consumed high quantities of seeds and organic matter from the surface. Some species are beginning to show signs of infection. And then, enzyme host peepers leaving the containment facility. The outflow pipes are filled with peepers traveling back towards the surface. Specimens show no symptoms of infection. All specimens scanned are carrying enzyme 42, which data suggests inhibits the bacterium. Specimens' stomach cavities are otherwise empty, suggesting they may have purged the contents before entering the pipe. Assessment. If peepers have evolved to distribute the enzyme via the pipe network, this may explain part of the mechanism by which life on 4546b has survived since the bacterial outbreak. It's the peepers. The peepers are the other part of this key.
Remember those glowing peepers you've been seeing the entire game?
Uh-huh. Yeah, remember these enzyme host peepers we were seeing back on the surface? Like, especially around the alien vents? Yeah, the peepers are coming in with the seeds and other nutrients that the Sea Emperor's environment needs, are spitting them up, picking up enzyme 42, and then leaving to spread enzyme 42 to all of the other fauna around here. So the peepers and the enzyme and the Sea Emperor are working in cahoots. The peepers are keeping the Emperor alive by keeping its containment thriving and with all the nutrients it needs. And then the peepers are also spreading enzyme 42 everywhere to keep everyone else alive. It's this beautiful system. And that is why I really hate eating peepers. That's why I'll always farm Reginald's instead. First off, Reginald's are higher. They have 44 food instead of 32 or 33 compared to peepers. And more importantly, the peepers are kind of vital to this entire ecosystem. The Reginald's are less so. Okay, Gato. The river dolphins in... Oh, hang on, let me pause the game here so I don't keep running out of food. The river dolphins...
I'll read.
Oh, actually, Meta, if you want to read, let me walk around here.
River dolphins in native Pindorama, a native name for the jungle Amazons, I think, had tales of dolphins turning into humans under the full moon to seduce and impregnate the women of the tribe. And also one time, scientists found 2 of the dolphins using a dead anaconda as a pool toy and a something else toy. The anaconda was dead and had possibly drowned.
I mean, that is the thing about dolphins. They like to get around. Like,
Yeah, they're honestly kind of crazy.
yeah, like if you start hearing about people, with dolphins in captivity, like, SeaWorld and everything else. I mean, okay, apart from, the animal cruelty and everything else. But yeah, there also have been stories about the dolphins getting, energetic. Also, the dolphins are probably a lot smarter than we realize, and, we're just too stupid to realize that. Or maybe they're smart enough to keep their beaks shut. Who knows?
It's mostly we don't really understand how animal intelligence works, to be honest, but we also lack the ability to study it very well right now.
Oh, Tom! Hello! Welcome on in.
Welcome aboard,
Big green huggable Durgy. Heck yes. Speaking of which, have you met my cousin in this game? They're very adorable. I was just getting there. Because, this is kind of insane to do on a hardcore run because this dude has a one-hit kill attack, but I did manage to get the scan. Boom. Sea Dragon Leviathan. Oh, it's so good. It's my soulmate. A colossal leviathan with reptilian features seen stalking the very heart of the volcanic crater which underpins life in this area. The scanned specimen measured 112 meters in length. So that would be, what, 350 feet, give or take? I'm guesstimating here. I'm going to do math in my head, which is a dangerous thing. But they're very big. Heat-proof tissue. Tissue analysis reveals the specimen consists of 1/3 inanimate material focused around the chest. Consumption and retention of mineral substances may explain the life form's ability to withstand extreme temperatures. It even appears to be able to consume molten material and expel them at its adversaries. Appear is the wrong word. This thing machine guns lava rocks. It's phenomenal. But, yeah. It's also got its little rock reinforcement there. But more importantly, forearms. Evolutionary distinct forearms are used for both propulsion and offensive purposes. Findings suggest evolutionary divergence by the species on the planet tens of millions of years ago. The sea dragon is likely one of the oldest species on the planet. Behavior. As the largest carnivorous species encountered on 4546b, almost everything is potential prey. With few substantial targets in the volcanic cave systems, the sea dragon likely ventures out into cooler waters to hunt other, smaller leviathans, cornering them and forcing them deeper, where they are ultimately boiled alive. The sea dragon's size and the restrictions of the cave systems they inhabit suggest their population numbers are extremely low, perhaps in the single digits. While it is not unusual for larger predators to sustain lower populations, it is possible the sea dragon's food sources have diminished over time. The species may be nearing extinction. Assessment. Extreme threat. Avoid in all circumstances. Joke's on you, I'm hugging them. But yes, unfortunately...
Just to establish how scary they are, there is a Reaper Leviathan skeleton found in their area.
Yes. Yeah, we found the Reaper Leviathan skeleton in the crater outside. Because, they eat those things. Yeah, you know oh, we never did scan the Reaper. Huh. Whoops. More importantly, yeah, those little bappers, the forearms, are phenomenal. Back in early builds of this game, you could take the sea moth down to where the sea dragon was. This was like back in early alpha, before they came out with the prawn suit and the cyclops. There was actually unique animation for the sea dragon actually grabbing the sea moth in both of its paws and nomming on it. It's freaking adorable. Yeah, go nom 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 nom. Oh, I wish I should try to pull it up online, but I don't know if I want to dox myself with a web browser. Go on to the Subnautica wiki and look up the Sea Dragon Leviathan. I think they have the GIFs and images of that animation down at the bottom in the gallery. It's amazing. Yes, Tom, very big boy. Almost as big as me. It's amazing. But they actually get to be in the game, unlike me. So that's great. It's a very long way to get a Reaper and drag them all the way down there. Yeah, but, I mean, hey, if anyone can do it, it'll be them. But the problem is they're running out of food sources because, you know, the whole, like, Kara bacterium destroying the ecosystem. Because, basically, this crater is on life support, where we're getting as much as we can from the peepers distributing what little enzyme 42 there is. So life is eking out, but it's not really thriving because they're constantly fighting against the Kara bacterium. So, however, if we can get a cure for the Kara bacterium, then life can start thriving again, we can get more food sources, and maybe we can save the Sea Dragon Leviathan. So, we have a new priority. Gato saying, I think this lore made a bit more sense when the hellhole from the Aurora to the lava zone was part of the map. Was that part of the alpha build? I don't remember there being a hole straight from the Aurora into the lava zone, but, I mean, I believe you, because in very early alpha builds, that was definitely a thing. Like, well, rephrase. In very early alpha builds, there were very strange things about the map, so it wouldn't shock me if there was something like a hellhole straight from the Aurora in there. Hang on, audio thing.
Integrating new PDA data.
Got it. Oh, and more scannables in here, including this tragedy. The aliens were getting desperate and or psychotic, so oh, aha, that is a scan. I knew it. But yeah, the problem is right now they have to get a Reaper Leviathan all the way up from the main biome through Lost River and down into Inactive Lava Zone, which is a bit of an ask. Because that is quite a ways to go. I think that's everything in here. Alrighty, more lore bits. Let's take a look-sees. Terminal data. Enzyme 42 project data. Yes, an indigenous leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance, Virgis N742, which inhibited the symptoms of the Corabacterium. The specimen was captured. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide, but its health quickly deteriorating. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine had been unsuccessful. Which doesn't bode well for us, but hey, I mean, if we're gonna die anyway, I might as well try.
Oh, and God was saying, early build thing, like when there was a sort of unused crab mob inside of a gastropod. Are you talking about, Gato, are you talking about the rock puncher? Because, you should play below zero sometime.
Well, but that's the joke. Like, I think the rock puncher, yeah, it was an alpha creature for Subnautica. They couldn't get it to work, so they shelved it, but instead of deleting it completely, they just put it on the back burner until below zero came around, and it's like, alright, now we're gonna make this thing work. And then they did, and it's awesome. I love those guys. But yeah, then there's this tragedy where they just started murdering kids in the name of trying to get this thing done. Well, I mean, the aliens were desperate and/or psychopaths. It's always hard to tell. Alrighty, let's get down here. Oh, hey, and more cubes. Perfect timing. Gimme. How many cubes do we have? Trick question. We don't have enough. The answer is always...
It's a dark-colored vertical mob that would jump you from under the ground. I don't know that one.
Oh, jeez. That sounds
They used to have a
terrifying.
terraformer tool. There used to be actual terrain manipulation. You could actually dig holes in the ground with a terraformer tool until the devs realized it made the map really weird and made your save file insanely large.
Yeah, there was originally the terraformer, which could let you dig through soil and rock and everything else, a la Minecraft. But yeah, A, it was super hard to implement. B, it made your save file explode in size. And C, it led to all kinds of bugs and also potential edge cases of like, okay, how do we prevent players from just drilling their way right to X, Y, or Z? So they realized this is silly, let's just scrap it. Which is a little sad, but hey, oh well. The other thing they kept getting rid of was the darn bio thing. The little bio DNA sampler thing, where you could like grab DNA samples from creatures and inject it into you to get bonuses. Like, get peepers to get bonus speed, or get a stalkers to get like something else, and like, so it would almost be this sort of Pokemon-ish thing where you could like amplify yourself with their abilities. They couldn't get that to work. They scrapped it, brought it back into below zero's alpha, and then scrapped it again. Darn it. It was really exciting too. It's like, we'll get into the below zero discussion if we ever get there. But here's the thing. We used one blue key to get in here. We needed a second blue key. So if I didn't go back and fabricate a second one, we would be SOL. However, I am a smart Durgan. Occasionally. When I know what's coming in advance. So I can just bring that with me. And we can get through here. Hot tub. Whee! Douche. Big. Big. Hi.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Come back here. Let me scan you. Ah, darn it. She's not gonna hold still.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators.
So yeah, that's one of my single
Reason
greatest
unknown.
moments in like any video game.
Oh, hang on. Let me give you the side stream so you don't talk over them. There we go. So, yes. That was a Sea Emperor. It's such a beautiful entrance of just like a... Yeah, you were dealing with the Sea Dragon out there earlier. You're dealing with Reaper Leviathans out there earlier. And then here's the biggest creature in the game right here. Ah, look at her. She's so big.
Such a cool moment how she just clambers onto the platform to get a better look at you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she said the others came here, they played alone. Fun fact, the entire reason this project failed The entire reason the ancient aliens couldn't get anything out of her, they weren't telepathic. They couldn't hear her talking, so they couldn't
Or
hear
more
her
accurately, they were
instructions.
psychically deaf.
Yeah, they just couldn't hear her, whereas we can. That's the entire reason that we've got an advantage over, for all the aliens' technology, for all the aliens' things, we can hear her and they can't. I love that little detail. It's all just about communication. And here we have these. The last ones in existence. You gonna come down? You like the park. Here, let me have a quick snacky. There we go. She likes to have a little resting spot. What does that say about humans in this universe? I mean, we still have plenty of asshole humans. See also all of Altera. But, yeah, so I guess that means humans at least aren't psychically deaf? Questions for later. So yes, there we go. Incubator and
Environment
eggs.
scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare, plankton-like life form, which depends on the organic detritus produced by the
Welcome
ecosystem
aboard,
around it.
Captain.
Oh, wait, I think she's waiting for... Is she waiting for something in particular? I can't remember. There's a particular cue we're looking for. No, wait, this is still covered. Oh, wait a minute. I think we need some power. Prawn suit. Gimme. Thank you. There you go. Stick a nuclear bomb in there. Kablooey.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
Dang it, I thought I could scan her, but I was wrong. Thank you. Gosh, she's so big. Love it. So, because we can hear her, we can get... Well, that doesn't help. But, prawn suit. Need another one. Thank you. And, come here. Whee!
When are you and the Leviathan going to go on your first date? That's what Tom is asking.
Oh, trust me. I've thought about it. The problem is getting me down here is hard because I'm a plant dragon, not an ocean dragon, so it'd be tricky to get me down here, but trust me, it wouldn't stop me from trying. We can bring the sea dragon too. It'll be fun. God, she's so big. Like, yeah. Like our Cyclops might be the size of her like torso. It's incredible. And we get to turn her into our submersible. There we go.
With the passage you have opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Thank you.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay, this might be the last time we ever get a blueprint in this game. The hatching enzymes. Organic substance derived from plants found in the Emperor's natural breeding grounds, designed to trigger a hatching response. This is what the aliens could never get, because they couldn't talk with her, so they didn't know that she wanted she's just a mom. She wants her kids, to grow up and get out and see the world. But they need help to get out, as well as a teleporter to get out, but the aliens didn't know that. They just kept her locked in here, so she never gave it to them. But we have it. And this is going to be a bit of an ask, because we need to go all across creation to get samples from 5 different plants and then synthesize the enzymes.
This is the final boss of Subnautica, especially even trying to figure out where each of these are. You'll notice there's no hints as to their locations. I hope you've been paying attention to where the local plant life is.
Right. Now, bonus points. The person I've been watching has been actually very diligent about grabbing certain plants and just like gardening them for funsies, because all of these are non-essential plants. They don't serve any other function. They are not used for any other crafting or anything else in the material chain. Ow. Ow. Thank you. Can I are you scannable? You might not be scannable.
I thought you already got her scan data from one of the terminals.
Well, kinda, but I guess that counts. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she herself is scannable. Gatto's saying two things. One, the Twisted Bridges in Below Zero, the Twisted Bridges biome, which is one of the basic starter biomes, originally was going to be in base game Subnautica. Interesting.
Huh.
And the mob he's thinking of was the Sandworm, which is a cut creature from Subnautica altogether. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Yes, Sandworm. I don't remember that, so... Huh. Then again, I don't remember a whole lot from a, Alpha Subnautica. What I remember is Alpha Subnautica Below Zero, which I was really excited about, and then they kind of neutered it. Look, Below Zero's fine, but it's just the problem is I played the Alpha, which feels to me like would have been the better game, but it just wasn't meant to be. They just cut it. Okay, this, by the way, is what I was looking for. This is kind of a hidden thing. Some of the plants are right in her containment here, especially this little thing called the Sea Crown. This is otherwise really hard to find. It's only, like, it's scattered around the map, kind of like these random, very specific locations or something like that. The point is...
I know of one location near one of the life pods. I have it written down, actually.
Yeah,
both its coordinates and which life pod it's near.
The point is, it's normally a pain in the butt. So, but the catch is that it's also just right in her containment if you know to look for it, which will save you a lot of pain. So that's definitely handy. However, the other 4 are going to be around the map. Now, the good news is, hey, remember those 4 teleporters I activated back up just above this place? Hey, guess where they lead? Yeah, so if you activate the other 4 teleporters, you can use them to get around the place. Oh, there's one of the vents. Remember those vents we've seen the peepers flying in and out of? Mm-hmm. Yep, leads right down here. Again, everything is in service to the Sea Emperor, because she is the only reason any of us are still around here. And you'll notice our normally hostile creatures, like the Stalkers and the Bone Sharks, are being very passive, which is so cool. He's helping calm them. It's so adorable. Oh, okay, and slap another one in here. This is our way to get out of here. Oh, because there's a cube right out here. Okay, thank you. I just spend a cube, get a cube. Okay. Let's roll. But yeah, Below Zero. Because the problem was in the base game is going to start with you being in, like, one of the employees at, you know, Altera's new outpost, because they're now going to be exploiting the heck out of this planet. And things going sideways with one of your coworkers getting trapped inside an alien ruins, a snowstorm covering your base, which is what forces you out into the water, which is how the game, you know, the proper Subnautica experience starts. And then your relationship with Alan was going to also be very different, because it was going to be non-consensual. Where he was planning, like, he didn't want to get found no matter what, so he was planning on keeping you trapped with him forever until you starved to death. You said, heck with that, I'm just going to push this random button here because I've got nothing better to do with eternity. Accidentally download him into you, and neither of you are happy with the relationship. Because he hates being inside you and you hate having him in there. But now you're stuck with each other, so you got to work with it. And it was going to be this beautiful, odd couple thing going on. You know, this vitriolic, you know, these two people who just do not like each other at all, but are forced together due to circumstance. So now they have to somehow try to at least not to drive each other insane while you're doing stuff. And it was going to be great. And then over time, there would have been character development, with you two gradually learning to understand each other, blah, 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 and then eventually coming to an understanding. But, see, the problem is, in the version of the game we got, it's just so toothless, where Alan is automatically so helpful and friendly and great, and it's like, there's no character development on Alan's part. He's always just this, like, you know, wise mentor, you know, there to just chill out and go along with this, just, you know, as long as you help him get a body back kind of thing. And there's no character development from it. Kind of same thing on the main character's part. Again, there's no character development from her. She doesn't, like, yeah, she's got an alien in her head, but she doesn't really, like, grow as a person. She doesn't, you know, spar with the alien. She doesn't, like, you know, they feel flatter as characters is my point. Okay. Looking for some feathers and not to get eaten by the ghost leviathan, so if that happens, I'm gonna suck. Okay, grab that. Thank you. Get the heck out of here. Running. Also, yes, they put the entrance to the teleporter behind a waterfall. So yes, we have a secret behind the waterfall. The video game memes are preserved. Bonk. But, yeah, it's in Below Zero. They changed it so that you're now starting on the space station and you're looking to find your sister who's gone missing. Which, okay, I can, like, I think I would have preferred you starting in the, you know, above ground because it's emphasizing the fact that there's above ground exploration as well as below, but they're going for a more kind of bog standard, like, same as Subnautica 1, you dropping down in an escape pod into the ocean. But this time with the breadcrumb trail to find your sister, run into Alan, who's just, you know, the sweetest, nicest guy, and you becoming buddy-buddy kind of immediately. Because this time it's a consensual down. Well, semi-consensual download. You're expecting him to go into your tablet, not your head, but still. The point was you expected it to happen. So, and it's, yeah, he's very understanding about it. It's like, yeah, it's just, like, I don't want, like, you know, out-and-out conflict. I don't want them to be hostile to each other, but at the same time, like, I need a little, like, there needs to be room for character development. And the way you do that is by having your characters start as assholes. You have them start as bad people, or start with some, you know, negative character trait that over the course of the story, they develop and overcome it, or, you know, become better. I think it was something Siskel and Ebert was famous for going over. You know, the famous movie reviewers? It was something along the line of, a sign of a good movie is when a character is different at the end than they were at the beginning. I'm paraphrasing.
That's just good character design, period.
Exactly. See, it's not just movies. It's any kind of writing. Movies, books, video games, what have you. It's more interesting and compelling. Like, more interesting and compelling characters are the ones that are different at the end than they are at the beginning. Where there's some, you know, again, negative character trait to overcome. Or the opposite. Like, you know, maybe they become worse people as they go. There are occasionally stories like that, which, you know, personally, I'm usually not as much of a fan of, but I can appreciate that, you know, it is telling a story. We get somewhere. It's not... Oh, darn it. I wonder if this works. I was afraid of that. Okay, yeah, taking the prawn suit out here was a mistake. I forgot, the jump jet upgrades helps a little bit with above ground work, but it's not a be-all, end-all. So I'm gonna have to be more careful about my maneuvering here. But, yeah, character development. So again, you want characters that change over the course of a story. And the problem is that in the original Below Zero, there was plenty of room for that, but in the final product, there wasn't. So it just feels worse off for the result. I should have teleported again. Darn it. I'm getting distracted. Lecturing. Gato saying, this makes me wonder what Subnautica media project would have ended up like. Too bad it's not going to happen since the guy funding it was one of the original devs, which was fired. Yeah. Like, I love the world they were building, and I love the ideas. It's like, okay, yeah, Below Zero became worse off, as, you know, in my opinion, but, there's so many videos you'd like to recommend, but they're in Spanish. Oh, ads. Meta, by the way, can you see the ads? Because I don't get those warnings on mobile.
I can see it. Yeah,
Okay.
It ends in 45 seconds.
Thank you. Let me know when that's done. Let's do this on foot, because heck with this. I don't want to risk the prawn suit getting accidentally stuck somewhere or something. I should probably bring an ion
It's one of
cube.
those things I need to work on in Fabula Ultima, because that's a TTRPG that really emphasizes character development.
Mm-hmm. And character arcs. I mean, well, it's a JRPG, so yeah, it's about having character arcs and development. And I do have plenty of beacons with me. Okay, that's good. Yeah, see, and it's already 8:30 though, and I'm just now getting the ingredients here, so like, I could hypothetically squeeze it out, but I don't want to rush to the end. We want to take our time. Then again, there's not a whole lot left after this, short of just, I mean, it'll be a short final stream. By the way, is my...
I'll have something else prepped, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Is it? It's not registering these teleport points. Okay, glad I brought the beacons with me.
So many videos God would like to recommend, but they're in Spanish. Yeah, pero traducirlos un poco.
I mean, we do need to practice. I need to practice for
I
sure.
can translate them a little.
I start. Like, I mean, I particularly need to practice. I mean, because, like, that's one of the things about living in California. Spanish is a vital language around here. And I regret not learning more of it. So that's definitely something else to do on the to-do list eventually.
Yeah, the problem, my knowledge of it is academic. I know intellectually a lot about how it works. I just have a tough time actually talking in it.
Yeah, but see,
and
that's
especially understanding it.
I mean, my problem is, like, it's not just, like, the memorization. It's also, I'm antisocial. So I don't like talking to people in general. Like, I can talk to people online all the time. Like, streaming I can do great. But it's, like, actual in-person conversations, I clam up. Oh, yeah, pro tip, don't invite me to parties. I will be incredibly boring unless there's some kind of board game to do. And even then, I'm going to be more, like, clinical about it. I'm bad with in-person social interactions. So that also hurts with learning languages because it's like what I should be doing is practicing the language, like going out and talking to people in Spanish. But problem, I don't like talking to people in person, so it's like, yeah. But first I would need to brush up on it again. That's actually a good question. What program should I use? Because, like, a couple of years ago, I would have said Duolingo, but it sounds like Duolingo is doing how you say a stupid. So, what program should I use? Like, I've heard Rosetta Stone isn't bad. I mean, that's at least not doing Duolingo's AI expletive. Questions for later. Warp. Okay, again, let me get out of this because I'm a little worried about getting stuck somewhere. Actually, good question. Where are we? Ah, shoot. I should have gone back to warp point 1 and put that beacon down. Oh, this is the bulb zone. So, fun fact. In the original build of this game, this was called the Koosh Zone because one of the developers has a, what could charitably be called a sense of humor. Was that the same one that did the I love when you come inside me line? Actually don't know if it's the same. Hey, no, stop it. Stop it! I just want to push.
Kind of a donkey when you talk. Not sure if it's mannerisms or the way you're spewing venom when you get grumpy. Huh.
Huh. Never heard the word donkey before, but I mean, I could buy it. 1.2 done. 1.3 done. Donkey? Never. I mean, see, the problem is when you say donkey, like my coded brain immediately goes to Eddie Murphy from Shrek, but that's a very different thing.
Ugh.
Ah, come on now. I can totally do that kind of voice. Okay, that's a lie. I couldn't keep that up for more than 2 seconds. I have seen that movie a lot, though. For, very particular reasons. Very, very large dragon-shaped reasons. No, seriously, Elizabeth was such an inspiration, because, oh boy. Not only is she, like, gigantic and ferocious and intimidating, but is also, like, an actual, like, smothering, like, total sweetheart once you actually get to know her. She thick AF. She be chunky with, like, capital C. It, oh boy. Young Dominette knew what he liked. I was introduced very early on to, the dracophilic lifestyle, and, it just kept going. And knowing me. Oh, is it ass? Like, I just sound like an asshole? I mean, that's valid. I mean, I'm kind of turning into an asshole at this point. What can I say? I get passionate. I mean, that's probably a valid assessment, to be honest. Alright, I forgot to put a beacon here, so I'm gonna just do that real quick, because my OCD butt wants to do it. And my OCD brain, and my OCD arms and legs. And, all of me, for that matter. Boink. 4.1. Dunzo. Yoink. Running. Actually, this is perfect, because I think we'll be able to end the stream with all of the ingredients, and, so then, next stream, I think, off-stream, I can just run the Cyclops back up to the surface, and, we can just start the stream with me ready to synthesize the enzyme, teleport back down here, and, lock and load. Whee! I shouldn't be sounding like an ass when I'm angry. I should be sounding like a dragon. I need to be all roary and big and angry and intimidating. Need to practice that. Use a lot of replacements when you talk. Toy light meat equals fleshlight, donkey was ass. All Spanish is like it's doble sentido?
Doble sentido. Double meaning?
Shoot, sentir.
Sentir.
¿Cómo se dice sentir? ¿Qué significa sentir? I forget. Again, I haven't taken Spanish since high school, so bear with me. I should have taken it in college, but I was interested in German, so I took 3 semesters of that, and then promptly forgot all of it, so much for that. Bah. Ah, well, we all have regrets. The real mystery is, how do we still have breathable air in these caves after 1,000 years? This must be the stalest air in existence. Or it stinks.
Magic.
I mean, I can produce breathable air, but it doesn't stink. I can flavor it however I want, come to think of it. Perks of being me. Ooh, lithium. And a new hand places the bacon. I think there's official names for whichever zones I'm in. I'm just calling them warp points 1 through 4, and if I really feel obsessed, I'll come back and rename them, but, meh. But, again, very conveniently, each of the 4 comes out in a zone that should be nearby places that have each of the things we're looking for. Oh, new creature egg. Neat. Oh, now we find all the Cyclops parts. Jerks. Because I think we're underneath... Yes, we're underneath the mushrooms.
Double meaning, but also a two-way street. Oh, okay.
Ow! Huh, Oh, shoot, I filled up on everything. Whoopsies. Prawn suit. Wait, there's prawn suit. There we go. Hang on. Beacon manager, okay. Place the beacons, turn off beacon 1.1, there we go. Go back to my prawn suit and drop stuff off. I am stuffed. Unlike real life, where I actually have a very large upper limit on how much I can eat. Yeah, the problem with these plants is they're very large. Like me. Need to where do I... Okay, where's your storage? Front. Okay, turn the prawn suit around so I can access storage. There we go. Much better. Blink. There we go. Okay. Go back out. Grab the mushroom sample. Let's roll. Oh, I forgot I shake the sea glide if I have it out while I'm sprinting above or in air. It's funny. Gimme. Boink. Okie dokie.
Sentito means making sense, working logic, also means in a way. Okay.
Huh.
Ah, thank you.
So itself has multiple meanings. Good to know. Yoink. Huh. We have a shuttle bug who's defying the laws of physics once again. I do love the jank in this game. Like, yeah, you will have creatures that are swimming through the air and so on. It's like, you know what, just don't worry about it. They just do that. Okay, let's review. We have Bulbush, we have Sea Crown, we have Ghostweed, we have Eye Stalk, and then I just got fungal samples. Beautiful. So that's all 5 of the ingredients we now need. See, and that took no time at all. Okay, so what does that leave us with? That leaves us with, I'm going to have to get in the prawn suit, get back out, get back through the lava zone, back up to the Cyclops, drive the Cyclops up to the surface, then probably wait up there, and then when we start the stream then, I can synthesize the enzymes on stream, get down to one of these warp points, warp inside, drop them off, and then bing bang boom. And you'll just have to see what happens next time. But I think this is probably a good place to save and quit. And hopefully this works. And hopefully the game doesn't, like, crash or anything. Do-do-do. Yay! Okay. Anyways, that should have picked up titanium on the way back and forth. I mean, I should have enough for now, but you are right, we never have enough titanium. But that will be a problem for future me. Because... I think you also walk on the lava with the prawn, hookshot jump with the hookshot-like arm. Yes. Well, I mean, you can walk on the lava for a little bit until your prawn suit cooks. So you have to be careful. And then, but yeah, mastering the grapple arm is certainly a science, but that is beyond this poor dragon's ability. Anyways, thank you everybody so much for coming. I'll wrap it up here. Pick this up again at some point. Just be one more stream of this, maybe a short one. And get this all checked off. As always, if you like what we're doing, don't forget, if you're going to give us a follow. We do stuff all the time, just kind of a variety stream. And we also check out on Discord, because we're getting better about posting stuff on the events channel, so you can know what we're doing when. And, oh, Meta, you need to find a raid target. Oh, wait, no, Gato found it already. Perfect. Thank you, Gato. Saves us that trouble.
Alright, I'll raid out.
Thank you. And, yeah, thanks everybody so much for coming. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know if it sounded right, if it was loud, if it was quiet. As you just post in Discord, we're always in there. And, we'll see you guys whenever we do this again.
And yes, we can raid now. Well,
Yay.
thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Bye.